So, is it possible for imposter syndrome to be triggered by somebody who is well-meaning? Like maybe they say a comment that's supposed to be helpful from their perspective, but then your brain just sort of takes it the other way around. Is that a
Yeah,
thing?
absolutely. Anything can trigger. Yeah, absolutely. Anything can trigger imposter syndrome. Because let's say, for example, Abbie, I don't know how long you've been podcasting, but let's say you just started podcasting.
I just started.
Right? Let's say you just started. I'm sorry?
I've just started, so it's fine.
Oh, okay. Great. Perfect. Now you just started podcasting. So what if somebody said, well, Abbie, I mean, did you know X, Y, and Z that you have to do in podcasting? Do you have this equipment and that equipment that you have, in podcasting? Did you know that, like, oh my gosh, how could you not know that?
Yes.
And then you go into this, like, am I really meant to do this? Am I going to be good enough? Am I really a podcaster, or am I just a wannabe podcaster? Am I, and that's this whole imposter syndrome that comes into it. And it's like, well, I've never done this before, so who am I to think that I could be a great podcaster and have something on the top charts? Anything can trigger that. And so once you're feeling that way, the question is, why can't you be a great podcaster? Who says you have to have a year of communications degree, or you have to have the right microphone to be a podcaster? Anybody with a phone and an app can pretty much be a podcaster, right?
Yeah, I got the same advice. Yeah,
and then and it's funny because it's like, I also know people who have just started out their podcasting show or their podcast show, and they rose to the top of, like, the hit list or whatever it is they call it in podcasting space. And so there's so many things that, like, I think people try to be nice when they share advice, especially unsolicited advice, right?
Yeah.
But what happens is, well, that's the thing. It's a lot of it is I think it's with good intent, or maybe not, but I think most of it is with good intent. But it comes from their own fears. It comes from and I think they're trying to share from their wisdom, and you take it for what it is. If it doesn't resonate with you, you let it go. But their experience is not going to be your experience. And so you just have to recognize that whatever they say, that's their experience. It has nothing to do with how qualified you may be.